User entered your channel.
Hello.
Hello.
How's it going? How are you doing?
User disconnected from your channel. User entered
Connected.
your channel.
Hello.
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 How you doing?
Can you hear me, Hammer?
I can.
You didn't answer me earlier.
What's that?
You just said hello and then you left. You abandoned me.
Are you watching TV or what?
You could say that.
Huh?
You could say that.
All right. Parsec with me.
Hold on, Susie called me.
Okay. Oh, shit. Gotta sneak back. There's our curfew. Past 8 o'clock. And get arrested. All right, I gotta package up 3 OG Kush.
User entered your channel.
Hello, user. Okay. Mick Lubin.
Hello.
Hello.
It's pretty loud. It's me. Okay, so I gotta make that. There it is.
Hammer, can you put your headphone on or something for a second?
That's me. Well, I brought my.
User disconnected from your channel.
He disconnected. He was like, "Peace out, motherfucker."
That's because he was feeding back. He was using his phone and it was feeding back in.
Right. The delay is crazy.
User entered your channel.
Hello.
Hello. Yeah, I had my microphone was defaulted. Well, I think mine was not helping either.
Oh, it's all good.
A full minute. So really loud. Wow. Screaming, but I'm only whispering. Still, my mic. My mic is at 1. So, okay, maybe that's a little better. With insane volume on my end. I can't hear you guys at all.
What you doing?
Me?
Yeah.
Just chilling, hanging out, waiting to get into the bath, making some dinner in a minute.
Okay.
No, just it's so. My voice is so loud over yours and everything. Oh, well, voice is coming through so loud on your YouTube channel. It was insanely loud. So it was really comparatively. Anyway,
YouTube channel. On Q's?
yeah,
Oh, okay.
Mr. Bool 124.
Cool.
Bool.
Gotta.
Go. It's a, here's a,
Outside the brown apartment block.
oh, it's gonna do that anyway because. Okay. Dialogue. Play that. Okay, hopefully my voice level is livable. Only got 4 ships, 5 ships. There's
5 ships.
so many
5
choices.
5 ships on what?
Live, isn't it?
Sorry. Got kind of loud.
Me?
No, the game did.
Okay.
What ships do you got?
They're pretty light. They're just like frigates.
On Explorer or what?
No, I'm watching your playing Nebulous Fleet Command, picking through your electronics and stuff.
Oh, I think that's Q. I'm playing a game called Schedule 1.
Oh, right. Yep. Yeah, Q is going through setting up all these different parts for Nebulous Fleet Command.
Okay.
Yeah, there's so many components and stuff. It's a great game. It looks good. Uh, it has tight battle spaces, so it keeps it running smooth and everything. But the game's real sharp and vivid. Uh, it's not. It doesn't have a gamey kind of arcade art style. It's real technical, and so like the engines, people might not like the aesthetics of the engines being mounted on the front of the ship, but that's kind of physically how you have to do it. If you intend for the ship to stop, for it to maneuver, it's got to have pretty much just engines all around the outside of it. I mean, you really can't afford to give up one angle or vertices um, to not have an engine on it if you intend to be maneuverable. some people can't wrap their head around it. They're so used to like kind of like Star Trek shit.
Yeah.
You're just like driving from nowhere, you know, propulsion in quotes. You're just doing the thing. But at least this one, I mean, you don't have to flip your ships, but you don't necessarily have the same power like on a typical aerospace design for these chemical engines that we have to do is you know, the engines on the backside are much larger typically, so you can get the speed from all that, the thrust power. But in order to stop that, you either would have to flip the craft or mount the same kind of equipment up front. But anyway, yeah, it's a really cool game. I usually just let the AI duke it out because I really don't have a full grasp of. I mean, I know what's going on and stuff, but it would take a long time for me to like set up. He's taking his time with it and getting up the exact kind of setup that he wants.
Okay.
Them rail guns are fucking pretty tight, and then they have you can drop out containers of missiles, like they're like shipping containers, really. Kind of, you just throw them off of their ejected from the side of the craft, or I guess maybe from even in the interior, you would, I guess. You could design it that way, but it's just a box and it's packed full of homing missiles, and just throw that out and it breaks open and you've got 40, 40 homing missiles tracking you down.
Oh,
Crazy.
wow.
Yeah, it's nuts. Got some crazy shit going on. The rail guns are pretty dramatic. They're not huge ones. Excuse me. One reason I hate having a mic right on my face. I've got a cough. I'm not usually talking as much. But this other game, what's that? We did the full release. Sometimes it's a pain in the ass looking through your Steam games by the picture, especially if the pictures change kind of periodically. Some of them do and some of them don't, but it can be difficult to pinpoint one game when you're sifting through.
Yeah.
Looking for the damn picture, and I know it's not the same. And the titles are always like art within the kind of like included within the art of the cover, so it's makes it even that much more difficult to distinguish what the hell you're looking at. And especially if you can't remember. Oh, there it is, Cosmeteer. God bless. With Cosmeteer, it's like you're just building with little cube pieces, kind of. But and so you can make a rail gun. They'll give you X. You have the largest square that you can use is like a 64 by 64 square or something. And so you can actually design. I called it the crossbow, Expo, but a rail gun that goes the entire length of the ship. So you've got 64 tiles of magnetic multipliers stacked up, and there's like 64 of them. So you will essentially what'll happen is the ammunition will come out so powerfully, so fast, with such inertia, it will split the other ships in half. It will just shear them straight down the middle.
Oh wow.
A lot of them will just get one-shotted and get sheared in half right down the middle. Some people kind of anticipate that kind of development, and so they'll almost build two ships in a way that'll break apart. If that's Cosmoteer is actually a pretty fun little technical. It's only 2D, so you're looking down on a strategic map, but the little cube, the little cubelets that you use to build the ships are interchangeable, and the like the flat cannons. It's all animated too. So like you have guys walking around in the interior of the ship with the energy. The It's like they're transporting the batteries and the ammunition that the ship needs for thrust and combat, and so they can get shot and stuff like walking down one of the hallways and just they'll explode and that blows up the
Oh
whole
wow.
passageway. It just compromises the ship that much more. And the flat cannons are just stupid to watch. They'll just in they eat a ship like a grinding machine, kind of. Just you have to get them in range. It has a pretty short range, but it's kind of like on Battlestar Galactica when they are projecting that kinetic shield in a sense, stopping missiles from incoming because
Right.
they're just throwing so much shit in the way that so based on that same premise. But the flat cannons, if you have like six of them on one side, all pointed one direction, and you can get point blank, essentially, you'll just start chewing the ship. It doesn't matter like what corner or what face or anything. It almost does not matter. But once there's like five or eight of them close enough, aligned, facing out, and and the goddamn, there's the optic. You can do this thing with the increase. You can manifold the optics, like so. You'll create a laser from some point, and then you can bounce that around to get it out as a weapon. You have to kind of manipulate it through the ship. So you're bouncing it on mirrors, or you're projecting it through, faceted mediums that will amplifiers. You can project it through amplifiers, and you can get them to combine to I think it's eight or like it's like 8 or 16. I don't know. I don't remember exactly, but if you have eight of the prism projectors, you can have them firing any other way, however you want. You can break the light up however you want, kind of, or you can conjoin them and turn it into one big ass laser beam that
Oh
does
wow.
pretty much the same thing as that railgun, just not as well. It can be pretty fucking efficient about it. It's a great game. It's a really good little that study into. It has a pretty good physics engine. I used to cry a lot about the piloting, the actual script that flew the ship around kind of sucked, but they refined it a lot. Because I like one of my big gripes was that you told it to go get ready, like position itself to attack somewhere, which is how you have to kind of do it, unless you manually fly it there, which you can do. Um, but I mean, and the battlefields aren't that large, but the distance can be pretty large depending on the drive. If you have a low end drive, it could take you a little while to get there.
Uh-huh.
But the and even when you got into that point of being in melee, ish, the AI, the piloting AI, was very poor about anticipating the uh, the inertia. It wasn't good at stopping. It didn't account for the inertia a lot of times. It would fly to that point, but the ship wasn't going to stop at that point. It, you know, the ship would arrive, and it was just bad. It was bad. The the pilot would drive to the pixel where he and the point matched, right? But the ship didn't stop necessarily. However,
Uh-huh.
however fast he was going when it got to that point, he was like, "Cool, I made it." And whatever happened happened. Like you could be
Oh wow.
careening off. It was kind of ridiculous. And so they did refine it down, but it's been a while since I played it. Once he did the full release, he turned the copies that everybody had into demos, and then made the release over top of that. But you can still play. You can get a good, fair mind of it just by fooling around with the demo. It's got. I don't know if any of my should launch it.
What game is it?
Cosmoteer, Cosmoter.
Oh, okay.
Like a
Interesting.
I'm trying to launch it now, but it needs to update. I have
Have you ever played the that one where you're a four-man crew? One guy runs as an engineer, the other guy's a scientist, the other guy's a pilot.
right, yeah. That one's Deep Space or something.
Oh, I don't remember.
Deep Space Combat Simulator.
No, it's a different one than that. I got to remember what it's called. I think it starts with a P.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm game for all those. I need to get the tutorial in Star Trek. I'm still stuck in the. I launched it today, and I remembered where I was at. There was just this stupid task that was going on. I gotta finish that tutorial up.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to launch Cosmoteer right now. See if my ships are still on there. Even it's been probably a year more since I launched it. Got a decent campaign.
Okay.
These days necessarily.
Yeah.
Campaign got updated. Well, that mode. I mean, it got.
I'll be right back. Hold on just a second.
I have no saves.
Is he still AFK?
He's just not talking. I think he's.
Oh, okay. I think he's on the phone.
Yes, he was speaking with somebody. Yeah, I meant to ask him how that turned out with his girlfriend or whatever. He had gone like missing. It's the last time we talked or like spoke. That was a while back. Okay. And I think it has a pretty small footprint. I mean, there's nothing too intensive about the game. It's graphical, but it uses. I mean, they could practically be uh, Super NES era graphics. There's nothing too sophisticated going on here. Uh, the zoom level is what, if anything, gives you any kind of detail. Is
Okay.
getting uh, getting down close where you can see actually what's happening physically on the ship, where the people are walking, how they're walking, because you've got to also kind of um, make that efficient too. The people have to be able to walk to the different components of the ship in order to make everything engage, right? So if you have walkways that are really, really crowded, it could take a long time for your guns to get reloaded, for your engines to get fuel, this or that. There's all kinds of little um, aspects of it that you got to worry about. And not a thrust. That's what it is. I can't even like drive. You have to just point it out. Learn again. These things can be trying. Um, so really, the battle map is just flying around on a couple of over a planet. You'll fight a couple of ships, maybe, and you'll then go to a new system. Um, restart the game. It was the reason I couldn't attack. I wasn't supposed to. I was like in a friendly system or something. But anyway, all my designs are gone, I think.
All right, let me know whenever you're ready to play Railroads Online.
We can play for a little while. I'm just fiddling.
Yeah, you asked me to a minute ago. I just wanted to make sure you were still up for that. I'm just messing around with this because I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing, so I'm figuring it out. You know?
I gotta turn down my main. I don't understand. Okay, there. That's insane.
But yeah, when do you think you'd be ready? This was a carrier I was trying to make here. I haven't tested these or done anything with them because I wasn't finished.
Let me exit Alt 4. Okay, there we go. Maybe later. Okay. What are we doing? Okay, Railroads Online. Here we go. Hold on.
Yeah, you want to do that?
Don't matter. We could do.
Okay.
But I'm fixing. I just pulled out. Let's see. Logged out from Cosmeteer and trying to find Railroads. You have a city built already, don't you? Have a working economy in your
I have a few
so-
maps.
There it is.
Yeah, I've got a few maps if that's what you're wondering. Hello?
You guys playing some.
Functioning economy. I never
can't-
got to. I never got anything hooked up.
Playing some Railroads Online, huh?
Now the game's.
Yeah, I said he was thinking that he would want to.
Game is loud
What was
as
that
shit.
game? What was that game that we were playing? Where you have a science guy on the space and all that kind of stuff.
I don't know what you mean.
Multiplayer.
It's a multiplayer game that you're part of a crew
Fine server.
base.
I mean, I have a couple of games like that. There's Pulsar.
Pulsar. That's what I was thinking of.
Yeah. Roller's been wanting to play that and a few other things because we started. And then there's also Space Crew, Void Crew. But yeah, as far as Nebulous Fleet Command goes, if you have that, we could play that. I have a bunch of other stuff we could do as well between all three of us. Hammer, you want to come? You want to come play, Hammer?
Hold on a second. I'm trying to figure out. I'm kind of stuck, I think. Need to find a hardware store to buy more baggies, and I can't get in.
Shay, Betsy, or Montezuma? Like a Shay.
What are you doing?
Options. If if you turn off the sound in the main menu, start a game, the volume turns back on to 100.
It depends if you hit apply.
Uh,
Usually, I had that happen with somebody before, and they forgot to hit apply.
well, it's probably a bug actually. Report it.
I don't know. Music's always
Well,
down for me. I don't have that, so I don't know.
is it?
Yeah.
Because I turned it off at the
See, look,
opening
look,
screen.
look at my stream. I got music at 0 and everything.
Oh,
My ears are sensitive. Like for me, you're really low because I keep everyone turned down.
well, I turned mine down because I was self-conscious of it being so loud on
Yeah,
YouTube.
for me it wasn't that loud because I turn everybody down because everyone's always loud to
I'll
me.
turn mine a little back up.
It's up to you. I could just turn you up. It doesn't matter.
I played it really. I played it, pulled it way back, so um, mine was probably a little low. There we go. It should be up a step at least, but yeah, I have fooled around with it, but like I chopped down a bunch of trees and um, tried to lay some track, and I'd flown around and found a couple of the little places. Is your server up? Let me leave this. Confirm. What is community is like it works? Still not up yet, is it? I still got to do my daily stuff on warships, but I got the lacquer already. I got the lacquer yesterday, or 2 days, 2 or 3 days ago. Pulling your server up, Q.
Oh, oh, sorry. I was waiting for something. I don't know what I was waiting for. Right. So you want to? I started a new save recently. Do you want to just do that?
Yeah, shit.
It's in the new map that's in the desert.
A learning situation either way. You can always cut down trees. Does,
All right.
does laying track automatically cut down trees? I don't remember.
No,
Refresh here.
no. I'll have to give you a quick bit of a rundown, I guess.
No, don't sweat it. Just
So
let
I'll
me
invite you
follow
when it's
you.
done loading. Um,
Oh,
so what I did for this map is I chose the pre-laid track option, and then I
okay.
started modifying it.
Good idea.
Mm-hmm.
That's
You can also use other people's custom worlds and have of their tracks as well.
is that what community is? The workshop or whatever?
Yeah, the people can upload their save files, and you can load them in and
Right.
yeah, and use their worlds.
You know what the
But
beeps
they give
mean?
you a lot of tools to do a lot of that now, so you don't have to mess with it too much.
You know what the beeps mean when you start a computer and it beeps?
Yeah, beep codes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's called beep code.
Well,
They've they can change depending on manufacturer and how old the machine is. So it can vary, but there's a general consensus. If it's beeping more than once when the computer starts, there's usually a problem.
You hear that?
Barely. Let me hear it for
Good.
longer.
Yep.
I thought you said you. I thought you said you were looking that up for your
I don't understand the. They give me 3 dots, and some of them are encoded, and some of, I mean, like some of them are orange and some of them are white or whatever. But what is 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 in that sequence? You tell me. Hold on.
Well, you have to wait because there'll be a pause, and that's
Yeah.
usually the end of the sequence.
Well, here it comes. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I think that's the sequence.
I only. How many gaps were in there? Because
Two.
I wasn't sure if you caught it all. I wasn't
Hear it.
sure if it was coming
Yeah, that
through.
was it. I
I
can
wasn't
hear
sure
it
if it was coming
playing.
through.
Yeah,
So
I can,
basically,
I
if
can hear
it's
it on the
doing it,
delay.
if it's doing it consistently, where there's like gaps between it,
Hmm.
you start where you consider where the loop begins again to be the start and end.
It doesn't loop. That was all it gave you. It's quiet right now. It stopped. That. I'll
Oh,
do it again.
okay. Then that must be the entire sequence. Then
It is. I'll do it again.
it
Let me
sounded
turn
like
it off.
one. It sounded like one short, two
Yep.
long, and one short again, maybe,
It's
or two short.
1, 3, and 2. Hold on. Let me start it up again here in a
Yeah, because I'm
second.
not sure how much of it I'm actually hearing versus what's being lost.
No, that was it. I'll count it down again, and it'll be right after the countdown.
Okay.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
That sounded like one long or short. No, that was a long maybe. Sounds like a long.
I can hear it coming through the delay again. It was 1, and then, oh, it stopped already in the delay. That was the last tone. I do it again. But that's it. I mean,
Yeah, I
that's
only
just
heard it beep once, so I didn't even hear all of it. But those could be longs. These may not be shorts.
yeah. So I mean, I don't know. Send your invite though.
I did.
I don't see it. Let's see. On server. Nope. Back.
I have it
Back.
set to invite only.
Um, Not showing up in the menu anywhere.
It's on
Maybe.
Steam. Alt tab to Steam
Oh, right. I got you.
or Shift tab or however you prefer to do it.
Alt tab.
Now somebody did join me on this, and we were building up a little bit, but I'm still using the starter engines, and there is a one engine that I upgraded to, but I'm gonna be using that for something else.
Have you ever played this one, Jojo?
Yep. You can call me.
Played what?
I've fooled around with it a couple of times myself, just checking it out. I have been in one of his maps before, Q, and there was, I think your girlfriend was on with us. There was 3 of us in there, but must be. We just fooled around for a little while.
Yeah, maybe where were
Work,
you going to
just work.
betters?
Yeah, you were doing. I think you were doing some raised track somewhere. You we're putting a corner, a curve into some racetrack.
I don't.
There we go. Hold on. It looks like it's picking it up. It had kind of stopped, frozen while it was finding the network, and now that,
Hello.
All right.
Hi.
uh, I want one of those hand crank machines.
Yeah, they have those. On,
Yeah, yeah. I think
Yeah,
I summoned one in my game, and just threw it around for a little bit, drove it off the end of the track.
yeah, I was having a crashing issue in the game the other day, so I deleted the entire folder and re-downloaded it, and it worked fine after that.
Yeah.
I had files from like over a year old. That's probably why.
It must be. Oh, you have clipping too. So
What do you mean
would've-
clipping?
walking. I
Oh,
guess.
yeah, that's part of it. That's a feature. That's a you
Yeah,
can
yeah.
choose to role play and open the hatchet, open the door,
Okay.
or you could choose not to. It's just a
Right, right.
feature. Yeah, it's always been that way. It just makes it
Drive,
accessible.
drive on, sir. Once I get out from under the train, there we go. Lay
Yeah,
me a-
there's a
lay
lot
me a
to
mat.
it. Huh?
I was gonna lay a mattress. It's coal right here, and I'll watch the sunset.
Yeah.
Drive, driver. Oh, you walked away. Where the hell? What
Well,
the hell?
I'm gonna show you the rest of the stuff. If you hold middle mouse button, I think it'll bring up a wheel, and you go to the top.
Yep.
You can fly using the
Oh,
fly
there it is.
mode.
Yep.
Yep, and you can go a little faster. And we're gonna go to the front, and I'm gonna show you. I got this one I found hidden on the map. Somebody put this engine on the map and hid it, and I found it. And I had to put coal and stuff in it. I had to bring it back.
Much light. That's great. Oh, that's one. Yeah, I remember that was the last time fooling around. Was
Now this is the one that I started with.
Mhm. I think that's the one I picked.
Now these I'm
Okay, what
doing.
is- Or is that the? I picked the Jafe or whatever, the workhorse looking one. Anyway, go ahead.
Uh, anyways, I had these two up front doing logs, and these cars behind them is for the sawmill stuff like lumber and wood beams. I don't know if you can see what I'm talking about.
Yeah. You're on the. I see you on the cars.
Yeah, so that's why
That
it's
one
like this, because
pushing. Yeah.
this train is meant to split off and do the sawmill separately. Uh, but
Sunrise
uh,
already.
huh?
Yeah. Was that night? Or is
Yeah,
that
I made night 1 minute short.
okay?
Yeah, I think it's funny looking.
Yeah. It's cool. I like the sun draped hours. So what's your first project here?
I guess I'll show you how to do a couple of logs.
Wow.
I guess I'll show you how to do some logs if you want. Um,
Looking at all your lumber camp and stuff here.
yeah, that was me messing around with something.
Where are you
But
at?
a lot of this, I've modified a lot of this track.
Oh,
But yeah, I can show you. I can show you how I usually run logs because there's a lot of stuff to like cover, kind of. But I can.
well, I don't have all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
What's this little place to the left here? I guess that's what is this? Raw iron.
Yeah, you
So,
can check it on the map if you press M.
see where I'm at on this map. There, an arrow, but
Yeah, if you hit M, you can put your mouse on the different industries, and it tells you what their deal is.
Right. Um,
I'm
but I
gonna
was trying
back
to
up to the log pool now.
I don't see my arrow on the map though.
It's there.
Right. I'm just,
You're the blue arrow.
yeah. Well, you can zoom it though. That's cool.
Yeah, you can zoom.
The hell am I?
You can also fast travel to the freight depots and stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to stand on something obviously because I can't find. I don't see my arrow on the
It's
big
you
map.
see my orange one?
Nope.
Just scroll your mouse wheel back and zoom out as far as you
Yeah, it
can.
is. Oh, wait, no. The map legend wasn't. It didn't have the global setting toggle on by default. Like so,
Oh, so it
my
wasn't showing the player
topographic.
icons.
Yeah, yeah. It
Oh,
didn't.
okay.
That's crazy. Why wouldn't you want that on?
Yeah, you know how you
Um,
middle mouse clicked for the thing? Uh, Somebody that
yeah.
joined played for the first time. He had to rebind it because for him it was G for some reason.
Hmm.
So yeah,
Uh,
I'm
yeah. I
I'm up.
see now.
I'm pulling out. I'm gonna pull out and I'm gonna go to the logging camp. And you can drive the trains in first person,
Mm-hmm.
but
Yeah.
you can also drive them in like a third person setting. And you see that money sign thing, the freight depot? You can click on that and fast travel to that too.
Yeah. Popped around all the telegraphs. It looks like
Yeah,
that's the
yep.
only one
Telegraphs
that's
are fast travel spots,
okay.
and in
Oh,
the freight depot that has the money sign that's green, you can fast
okay.
travel to those too. Neat.
The engine shed. Wait, okay, hold on. Let me find. There is no engine shed on this map. Oh, the only, but it's highlighted. It's saying that it
There's a
is.
couple of engine sheds.
Hang on, let me turn it off. Let's do it. So facilities, engine sheds. Nothing turns on and off.
If you zoom out too far, a lot of stuff isn't visible.
Yeah, I'm pretty. I was at maximum, but
Yeah, you got to zoom in
now
more.
my dots are my. So I zoom in one scroll, and my dots on the map are super tiny, like a single pixel. You have to know that something's there to know that something's there. It's bizarre.
Well,
So
I just zoom in once and I can see icons and stuff. And
I'll
then
show
I
you
can zoom in again and it gets bigger.
mine. I'll put it in Steam Chat.
When you're zoomed all the way out and then you zoom in a little bit, it's going to be small. And then you zoom in again and it gets bigger.
It won't give me my mouse. Look on the map or something.
Just hit escape.
Guys, wrong.
Hello? Yeah, you just zoom in again and it'll get bigger.
Hello. Oh, God damn it.
Yeah.
This thing is making all kinds of crazy shit happen with the computer. This game.
What are you talking about?
I can't get my cursor back now. Still in the
Are you
game.
alt tabbed properly back into the game?
Yeah.
And then
There's
and
my
then
mouse.
escape?
There. It's back. No, okay. It's something. It may not like my video card or something. Who knows? So if I turn off engine sheds,
I don't know.
yeah,
I was thinking that your mouse got stuck. I don't use snipping tool that much whenever I could just send it through Steam directly.
well, so if I get like all the way in, okay, it turns into only telegraphs at a certain zoom at the
That's
highest.
because that's what you had to
No,
toggle on for though, right?
no, the topographic map, and that's the flora, I think, theodolite. But anyway, the map doesn't really matter that much. I can turn it off and I'm out of it now. So let me get out of the telegraph office. And where are you? Okay,
I'm
now
at
I'm
the
over
freight
here.
depot.
Yep, I'm over here.
Yeah, just I'll be waiting for you.
It's a great desert canyon. Yeah, I'm here. I'm right beside
Uh,
you.
for me, I
Why?
have to hit M twice for the map to go away. For me, I have to hit M again.
We keep trading positions or something. What the hell? I'm
I've been in
clicking
the
on the
same spot.
telegraph office right next to you on the map, and I'm not making it. Every time.
There is no telegram next to me.
Are you the orange dot?
Yeah,
Okay.
at least I think I am.
Yeah, you are.
Because
So I can go to you.
you might be orange to you though, and I might be blue to you.
Well, I found it. I just have to go to the other dot.
You see the money sign freight depot? You can usually just click on that and just do it that way.
I'm right in front. I'm right next to you now. Finally.
Yeah. Yeah, it's it's a little perky,
Past.
but
Okay. Well. Lead on. Where we? Think you were gonna show me something. Are you on the train?
yeah.
Okay. So what you doing?
Oh,
Hey, baby.
I was doing the reverse horn.
It's a nice train.
Yeah, I spent a lot of time messing with the other day with Scott. He's the guy that was new that started, and I was teaching him how to do some stuff. But we just kind of kept, working with stuff.
Yep. Yes. A little peculiar sometimes. I like the wood cabin on that. That's really nice. Great stain.
Yeah, you could choose like colors and stuff, and you could
Yeah.
customize like certain particular things.
I wish the track meshed better with the terrain, but one of those things.
Well, I'm
Is it,
not sure how much more meshing you can
yeah,
want.
you have something's uneven right there. It like made each car hop like and the engine. See, like you did it one more time right there. It is making every now and then you're getting there'll be a spot where the mesh, I guess the track isn't necessarily aligned as it appears. And it made each car like do a little hop.
if you wanna turn off the fly mode, you do the same thing you did to turn it on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just letting
Um,
you know in case you didn't
cool.
realize.
cool to watch it. That would be great if it can you tunnel in this game? You
Well,
put a
on
tunnel.
this map has a few tunnels, but you can.
Great.
I joined a map the other day, and somebody was making a custom tunnel by putting like rock props up on the map.
Oh, right. Yeah. Yeah, it just occurred to me because I mean, like this little mesa right here that is that you have to go around. Apparently, cool if you could just like calling you.
Yeah. What's up, Susie?
That's fast.
Can't quit thinking about you.
That train's pretty fast. See right there, it's doing it again. Not with every car. Yep, it's doing it again right there. That something with the boundaries, maybe. Great interchange. But it'd be awesome to like just drive a tunnel right through one of these mesas. Great ring. Is it a ring? It's not a ring. Almost ring. It's a loop, though. A very intricate loop. Wow. A lot of track to just turn around. Yeah. Wow. To interchange. Nuts. That is the station house, maybe. Yeah. Firewood facility. This is great. From up here, it looks like kids' toys. Looks like the best fucking model train set you could own. Yeah, you're probably right. Is have a preload. Use one of the preload cities and just kind of modify some stuff until you're better with it. Or that interchange is messed up. Yeah, it's good. Oh, signal. Do that little kickoff though. The line switcher. Manual line switcher. What a fucking loop. I see. Okay, in the 3 tracks, yes, a really nice layout. And crazy it takes that much fucking land. Some of these just don't mesh beautifully. Whatever. So it picks. Sometimes it picks different sides for the switcher. And you have known that. Let's for that. So and go around. That's what I guess that's what you were talking about. You break the train in half, back them in, or you drive in, disconnect them, back your train up. No, so they can get you out. You just have to back it up down one.
Samuth, you there?
Hey, how's it going? Blue Balls Jewelers.
User disconnected from your channel.
Hey, hey. Are you there?
Yeah, Susie called.
Oh, okay. What about Sierra Golf? No luck.
No, nothing.
Gonna do some line war.
You could join me, and then we'll do some later. You know, because you keep going off and doing whatever you want, and then you show up in the middle of the night wanting to do something.
I wanted to show you that precinct game was really, really fun.
Okay, which one's that?
It's a cop game.
When did
Where
you
you're a
play
policeman.
that? When
I
was
was
this? Because
I
I
did some
haven't.
stuff.
If you're talking about today, I haven't seen you all day. I've been kind of lonely. You know, I haven't really had anyone to hang out with.
Yeah. Well, you've been asleep. I called
No.
you earlier.
Yeah, well, I
You're
couldn't
asleep.
sleep because I didn't. I have problems.
Yeah. I'm trying out this Schedule 1. Basically, you're a drug dealer on here. It was a demo.
Yeah, well, like, this is the first you've shown up, so I've seen you on, and you asked me if I wanted to do Line War Supreme Ruler, and I didn't feel like doing that.
Yeah. It's all good.
And I thought it'd be nice to like, do something, but. And then John wanted to do something, and.
Yeah, John Flint wanted to play some Dying Light, didn't he?
Yeah, a little bit, and I had a little bit of fun with that, but then we got off.
Okay.
Hold on.
User entered your channel.
So you're okay now?
Now, Sam, is he there?
Going on. Is who there? Hello? Hello?
User disconnected from your channel.
No thanks.
It's Susie's still on the phone.
Oh, okay.
It's not.
Did you want to do something, Hammer?
How about some line war? No?
Like something that we could probably play? Either we could play something together, or I could watch you do something.
I'd like to see you do this demo for Precinct. If you like it. Got to drive a helicopter, man. Pretty cool. Police helicopter.
User entered your channel.
You there? Oh, okay.
Hello.
Hey,
How's it going?
pretty good. How are you?
Shitty. Susie ran me up the wall a little bit. Told her I didn't want to talk about my condition, and she kept asking me about it. And I don't feel good.
Should see if you can get a. You can contact Sierra Golf.
No.
No.
I'll see if I can contact. I'll see what Seth says.
Why Seth?
Call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available.
There's your answer. Now we both know, right? Anyway, Samuth, are you not gonna... You can hear us, right?
He can hear us. We just can't hear him.
Okay. When you get in a train in this, you can like switch your view to each of the cars and like remotely load and unload them and stuff like that. You can have multi-unit control where whatever unit you do will affect both units. I was trying to tell you about that the other day, Hammer, but I don't think you were listening to me. You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
They added multi-unit control in Railroads Online, where whatever you put in will get mirrored. Hello?
Yeah, I'm listening.
They added multi-unit control where it mirrors all of your inputs in each of the trays that are connected together.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So like if you every all the brake and regular everything you do is translated to all the engines connected together.
Oh okay.
Pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the air rage. You know, it's just normal around here. We get bombed every day. Alright, so what did you want to do now? You said you... I guess we'll have to come back to Railroads Online later. I think he said he wanted to mess around with something.
Who did?
I don't know. He was sending me messages on Steam. Oh, he's on World of Warships now. Okay. Alright, Hammer, what did you want to do?
Oh, I wanted to see if you would um play the Schedule 1 demo.
Yeah, I'll try it. But in the meantime, I can try it tomorrow. But for now, we could do something else. You know?